No, Javed sir, no. You have misunderstood it. You have misunderstood our sages. You have misunderstood our knowledge. Nobody, Sri Ramana Maharshi, Muji, Papaji, nobody is giving you ready-made answers. Even Arjuna asked questions to Sri Krishna in Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita is all questions and answers. Even Sadhguru is giving us technologies of well-being, certain way of breathing. That is called yoga. And if it is working for you, you use it. Otherwise, don't use it. Just experiment and see. Now let us see the sixth goal scored by Javed Akhtar sir.
And what is the difference between faith and belief? I believe I am in Goa. I believe there is a place called North Pole. I believe that Ethiopia is a poor country. I believe that Germany is a rich country. Is it my faith? Why it is not my faith? I'll tell you why it is not my faith and why it is my belief, because it is reasonable. Anything, any belief which is devoid of logic, reason, rational, evidence, witness, that is faith. Anything which is devoid of all the logic, all the reason, all the rational, all the witness, all the evidence, that is faith.
And Javed sir, you said that anything which is devoid of logic or rational is faith. For that, I would like to ask you, what do you think of Jalaluddin Rumi? Because he is saying the out beyond the right doings and wrong doings, there is a field, I will meet you there. Now let us see the seventh goal scored by Javed Akhtar sir.
And I really wondered what is the difference between faith and stupidity, because stupidity has the same definition. I am willing to accept belief, but it has to have some rationale, some reason. If you don't have any, you disarm me from reason, logic.
And as far as stupidity is concerned, I think only intelligent person can see his stupidity, his ignorance.
I just wanted to come back, Javed Sahab, to this whole issue of the finiteness of reason. You know, we just saw Ramanujan, for instance. He was intuitive. He didn't know how he arrived at that math, but he arrived at it. I have absolutely no argument with the fact that reason is the highest condition of man as we understand it. But is there not space for something beyond our empirical understanding?
Of course there is. But there is no halo around it. There is nothing like spiritual about it. When you look at the fan, and that the fan is running on full speed, you can't see the blades. It doesn't mean there are no blades. You know, when you think very quickly, you may not see the reason, but when you will sit back and analyze it, if the conclusion is right, then there is a logical step behind it. You have not seen it at that moment, because your conscious mind is not the only mind. You have many parts of the mind. You lose a key, and you try to remember, you can't, and then you're talking to somebody else, and suddenly you remember where you have kept the keys, because a part of your brain was working on it. So brain is a very complicated machine. Mind is the most sophisticated computer in this universe at the moment. So you have to understand the functioning. If Ramanujan understood it, he understood it in a language which he knew. Why he did not understand in Chinese or Hebrew? That is not possible. Ultimately, what will come from your mind. You are nothing but your mind. And if that is eradicated, you don't exist.
But Ramanujan actually believed that the goddess was giving him that intuition. How do you reconcile that? Would you say that he was somebody...
I mean, after all, he was a human being, so what? He couldn't be right all the time.
What do you say about Mansur al-Hallaj? It seems that he got self-realized like Gautam Buddha, Mahavir Jain. It seems that he has said that I am the truth, and for saying that he was brutally tortured and killed. Now let us see the last and eighth goal scored by Javed Akhtar sir.
Sadhguru, before I come back to you, Javed Sahab, another function of faith is, you know, in its refined form, not as religion, not as public religion, but as faith, can sometimes be the impulse for also the most noble of human endeavor, whether it's
Oh,
in
yes.
art.
There's no doubt about it. The faith can make you do wonderful things and the worst thing possible. These suicide bombers are people of faith. If they would have been reasonable, they wouldn't have done that.
But equally, Javed sir,
So, faith is a blind power. Faith paralyzes your mind. And now you are capable of doing something exceptionally good and something exceptionally bad, but you are out of control. You can go either way.
what about the ultra-rationalists, the communists, the Stalinist regimes?
No, they are not rationalists. They are communists. They have a faith. They believe in communism. I am not only against religion or spiritualism, which is the debris of religion. I am against faith. If communism is your faith, then you are as bad as a religious person.
That's well put, sir. So what do you live with then? If you don't live with a belief system, what do you live with? You're talking of extremities, but what?
How about common sense?
Thank you.